Dugong's secret why they fly through seagrass. Picture this: a creature as large as a small car, moving with incredible grace through shimmering seagrass meadows. That's the dugong, often called sea cows due to their herbivorous habits and gentle nature. Their feeding behavior is truly remarkable. They spend up to 80% of their day grazing on these underwater plants. Unlike many marine mammals that hunt or forage widely, dugongs are incredibly selective eaters. They prefer the tastiest, most nutritious seagrass varieties, carefully pulling them from the seabed with their powerful snouts and using their bristled upper lip as a rake. This focused feeding strategy makes them vital ecosystem engineers, shaping the structure of seagrass beds and influencing biodiversity, a truly unique relationship between animal and plant. It's fascinating to observe how dugongs feed. They aren't simply pulling seagrass from the seabed. They actually employ a unique feeding technique called fly feeding. Imagine them as underwater gardeners, carefully cultivating their meal. Using incredibly powerful tail movements, almost like a gentle launch pad, they propel themselves upwards and briefly above the seafloor. This allows them to reach patches of seagrass that would otherwise be out of reach, or to clear away sediment obscuring the best parts. It's an elegant display of strength and adaptation, a way for these herbivores to maximize their access to this vital food source. This unique feeding behavior really sets dugongs apart. They're masters of fly feeding, meaning they use their sensitive snouts to essentially vacuum up seagrass from the seabed. This isn't just about grabbing a quick bite. It allows them to reach deeper patches of seagrass, often hidden beneath layers of sediment or in areas too deep for sea turtles and other herbivores to access. They can maneuver incredibly close to the bottom, creating suction with their mouths to pull up these submerged meals. It's a highly efficient way for them to thrive in environments where food resources are patchy and competition is fierce. Dugongs are surprisingly agile swimmers, and a big part of that comes down to their pectoral fins. These large, paddle-like appendages aren't just for steering. They function almost like rudders on an airplane. By subtly adjusting the angle and shape of these fins, dugongs can make incredibly precise turns and maneuvers underwater. You'll often see them using this ability to navigate through dense seagrass beds or to quickly change direction while foraging. It's a beautiful display of natural engineering, allowing them remarkable control in their aquatic environment. Dugongs aren't just grazing randomly, they're incredibly selective eaters. The speed and precision with which they graze, that almost balletic movement as they pull up seagrass blades, is directly connected to the nutritional value of what they're eating. Think of it like this: some seagrass varieties are simply more packed with nutrients than others, offering a bigger energy boost for each bite. Dugongs have evolved to recognize and prioritize these richer sources, carefully selecting the most beneficial plants in their habitat. They're essentially choosing the superfood options within the underwater meadow. Feeding a creature that large requires a serious amount of food. Dugongs are herbivores, and their diet consists almost entirely of seagrass, which is surprisingly abundant in some coastal areas. To sustain themselves, these gentle giants can consume an astonishing 40 pounds, or roughly 18 kilograms, of seagrass every single day. That's like eating your own body weight in plants. This massive intake isn't just about survival, it fuels their slow, moving lifestyle and supports their significant size. It also highlights the vital role healthy seagrass beds play in supporting dugong populations. This aerial feeding strategy isn't just about maximizing access to seagrass, it's also a clever way for dugongs to stay safe. Down near the seabed, where they graze, there are potential dangers lurking. Sharks and crocodiles often patrol those waters, looking for an easy meal. By lifting themselves up towards the surface while feeding, dugongs significantly reduce their exposure to these predators. It gives them a better view of their surroundings and makes it much harder for something to ambush them from below. This behavior highlights just how intelligent and adaptable these gentle giants truly are. Fly feeding isn't a constant behavior. For all dugongs, it's more of an opportunistic feeding strategy that varies quite a bit. How often they engage in this unusual diet really depends on a few key factors: their age, overall health, and most importantly, the abundance of seagrass in their area. Younger dugongs, especially calves, tend to rely on fly feeding much more frequently than adults. They're still developing their digestive systems and might not be able to process as much tough seagrass, so these small insects offer a valuable source of easy protein. For older, healthier individuals with access to plentiful seagrass beds, the need for this supplementary food source diminishes considerably. Understanding how dugongs forage is crucial to their survival, and researchers are employing some fascinating technology to help us learn more. Underwater drones, also known as remotely operated vehicles or ROVs, are allowing scientists to observe dugong feeding behavior in ways we never could before. These specialized robots can follow a dugong underwater, recording its movements and what it's eating, specifically focusing on their grazing patterns on seagrass beds. This allows us to map out preferred foraging locations and identify any changes in diet over time. Simultaneously, these drones are invaluable for assessing the health of those vital seagrass habitats. Habitat loss is a major threat to dugong populations worldwide, and drone imagery provides detailed maps of seagrass distribution, density, and overall condition, helping pinpoint areas most affected by human activity or environmental change. Ultimately, this data informs conservation efforts aimed at protecting these gentle giants and their fragile underwater world. Dugongs possess an incredibly unique adaptation: their ability to graze on seagrass for extended periods underwater. They can hold their breath for up to 6 minutes at a time, allowing them to efficiently harvest this vital food source. This prolonged submersion isn't just about holding breath, it's intricately linked with their digestive system. Their intestines are exceptionally long, sometimes exceeding 40 feet in length, providing ample space for the breakdown of tough seagrass fibers. It's a slow process requiring significant energy and time, hence the need for these extended underwater grazing sessions. Understanding this adaptation highlights just how reliant dugongs are on healthy, abundant seagrass beds. Without them, they simply cannot survive.